Hello friends, this is Axis 0096 with a video that I've been wanting to do for quite some time regarding, pardon the light source, that works a little better. It's nighttime since I'm recording. I have to wonder, how many fans know truly how big the Universal Century, place that Gundam takes place in? And I'm pretty sure a lot of fans will say it just takes place around the Earth, or in the immediate neighborhood of our home planet Earth. Well, the interesting aspect of, in terms of locations, how many places beyond Earth, at least in the Universal Century, have settlements is pretty surprising, given that most of the time all we see is maybe the moon, the Earth, maybe some asteroids like Luna 2, formerly Juno, and other things immediately adjacent to our home planet. But I'm typing at the same time I'm writing this, or talking about this subject. The locations in the Universal Century are pretty varied. Hold on. I'm cheating a little bit because I'm looking up official sources regarding the canon. But some of the locations I've heard of and mentioning are pretty remote. Even regarding, the normal Universal Century. And that's impressive, really. The most known places, obviously, are the space colonies of the Lagrange points. Among them, we have Side 1, which is located at Lagrange point number 5. This contains everything from Shangri-La, Londinian, Colony 30, Island Blade, Island Ease, and Pi Albion Colony. That's pretty much home to numerous forces. Side 2, located at Side 4, was one of the first sides attacked by Zeon during the 1-year war. Some experts speculate that the colony used for Operation British may have been taken from this side too. Later, this side, as many fans will know, will adopt the name Zanskar Empire. Side 2 is home to Amelia, Macedonia, Blue 3, Calberia, Heras, I guess, Island Ifish, Colony 13, the 18th block, and the 21st block. Side 3, any fan in the Universal Century should know, is located behind the moon at L2 and is known as Moonzo. It was the only side to never use the open-type colonies. And as many people know, it stayed a separate entity pretty much as a republic from 0058 all the way to UC single O 100. All other colonies in the region include Tiger Bomb, Bitar, and Achilles colonies in Side 3. Side 4, famous in being the Thunderbolts sector, is known as Moore, sometimes spelled as Moore, and is located at Side 5. In the reorganization part, Side 4 was moved to Side 1. It was one of the first colonies attacked by Zeon during the 1-year war. Side 4 eventually reconstituted post F9 into the frontier side in F91, and the only known colonies in Side 4 are New Manhattan, which was, of course, part of G-Savior and technically not canon. Side 5 is known as Loom, and who doesn't know where Texas and Wahoo-It colonies are? That's pretty much Side 5. Side 6 is Ryan, which was an independent story. It's mostly where 0080 War in the Pocket takes place in Labat colony, which also includes, in addition to Labat, Boulder Bay, Francesca, Ontario, Ukraine, Kagamausa, I'm probably butchering that name, Palada, Mordegana, and New Madeira, or I guess, sorry. Side 7 is more known from the first Gundam and, Zeta Gundam. We know them as Green Noah and Grips 2, the infamous colony laser. Side 8 obviously may or may not be considered a canon colony, as it was pretty much first appearance went until Single O 223. And of course, is more or less, an unknown quantity. In addition to that, we have Moon, which was seen in Double Zeta, pretty much a rogue colony. Sweetwater in Char's counterattack. And of course, the destroyed Laplace wreckage, which was seen in 0096, 95 years after its destruction. Outside of the colony locations, which was just a brief overview, we also have a Bawaku, Gate of Zidane, the Axis asteroid, Fifth Luna, Luna 2, Massa, Palau, Pezon, Solomon, and Campe Island as asteroids in the Earth and Moon system. In addition, we have on the Moon, we have Ares City, Amman, Anaheim, Granada, Von Braun, and Neo Cartagena. There are other locations, not as immediately discussed within the Earth sphere. Well, not even on the Earth sphere. There are other places. Some of the other places mentioned, beyond, say, the Moon, obviously, would be Mars. Mars is usually not as talked about as some of the other regions, but it was also known for a region that possessed a Neo-Zeon remnant called Re-Zeon on Mars between the first and second Neo-Zeon conflicts. Olympus Mons was also pretty much converted into a gigantic rail cannon to attack the Earth sphere from Mars. And that was part of the Mars-Zeon group seen in Gundam F90. Pretty obscure, but it'd be neat if it was produced as an anime. Jupiter is more seen in the Crossbones Gundam series, but it is mentioned exclusively, mostly through Zeta Gundam, due to where Patimus Shirako is from. They derogatorily refer to him as the man from Jupiter, suggesting that he is probably born within the Jupiter sphere. The Jupiter Empire is pretty much the controller, more or less, of that region. Also, there are some locations mentioned, the outer three other planets near Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Most of these locations, even for today's spacecraft, just for comparison, take decades to get out there. And even the F-99 record breaker from Jupiter to Earth, I believe, took maybe a couple of days to get to Earth from Jupiter. Of course, that was like a high-risk, high-mobility mobile suit. But if I remember straight, there was a story of at least one extrasolar planetary colony founded by Double Zeta's Judah Ashti around Proxima Centauri. It isn't mentioned how they made it all the way out there. But apparently, Judah, if I'm saying his name wrong, people correct me. He made it all the way on the Dandelion colony ship, all the way to Proxima Centauri, which is a star 4.26 light years from the Earth. That would be the furthest universal century mentioning of anything. And it would also be technically the first mentioning of an extrasolar colony in the Gundam universe. Didn't know if many fans had known that.